Hi everyone, thank you for coming today. To start off, I would like you to take a moment to think about your time in college and your past semesters. Think about your fondest memories. And also think about the things that you've learned and the skills you've developed. And after thinking about this for a bit, I'd like to hear what you're thinking, your experiences.
One of my most fond memories is when we were in the dorms and me and my roommates grabbed lots of cups of water and had a water fight, and it was so fun.
Awesome. What about you? Do you have any skills that you developed or things that you learned?
I learned how to draw pictures.
Awesome.
I had lots of fun out at the dunes with all of my friends.
Awesome. Yeah, with these college experiences, it's important to think what we remember. And it's awesome that as talent activities leaders, we have the chance to help students grow their memories here at college through shows and through workshops. Actually, thinking about it, if you look at our Facebook page, there's all these pictures, and people have the chance to go on there to look and be able to remember the experiences that they've had. So today I'd like to focus more on the workshops. And here's some representations of what a workshop would be. And I had the chance to interview 100 students about their experiences with the workshops through talent activities. And to start off, I'd like you guys to ask yourselves what you would want students to think of when they hear the word workshop. And if you could sum it up in one word, what would be something that you'd want students to think of?
Fun.
Productive.
Okay.
Lesson.
Learning.
Okay. Take a seat.
That right here. What?
Take a seat.
We're recording.
All right.
In your presence.
So I asked students the same question, what they thought of when they heard the word workshop. And there were 4 words that stuck out the most, that were repeated constantly. So there was work, learning, skills, and meetings. So comparing the words that you told me to these words, how are they similar?
Learning.
Was there any other idea that was similar to these, of what they said?
Skills.
Okay. So how did they differ?
These words are kind of stressful, whereas we were kind of going for the more fun, lighthearted.
Okay. So thinking about this, these words are boring. Yeah. So thinking about this, I would like you to think throughout this presentation what you can do as talent activities leaders to make workshops that more fun environment, not boring for people. That when they think of them, they think of that fun, productive environment. Moving on, I also asked students what were the reasons why they didn't go to workshops, even if they were workshops that they would be interested in. And there were 2 reasons that they gave. The first was time, and the second was motivation. Now, time is something that we can't really control. Lots of students have different schedules that we can't really work around with all of them, but motivation is a variable that we can control. So the question that I'd like to ask today is, how do we motivate students to go to workshops? In doing this, I thought it would be important to look at ways that students have already been motivated, the ones that are already coming to workshops, and how they heard of it. So I asked the question, how do you know about workshops, to these 100 students? And the main answer, 67% said word of mouth. The next 28% said posters around campus, and finally just 5% said the BYU Idaho website. So the main thing that brought people to workshops was through word of mouth. And that means that friends are crucial to workshops. So what happens, I imagine, is that the people that go to workshops, they enjoy it and they invite their friends to go with them. And if you think about it, this is really the purpose of talent activities, is to bring friends together so that they can have fun in a social environment. And this is what we're trying to build here, is this social environment so that people can create those memories. And I thought that the movie Field of Dreams put it best. Thank you, Ty. So from that short clip, I wanted you guys to take away that if you as leaders have a goal to build talent activities the way that you want it to be with that social environment, and you have solid managers, you have people that are bringing together other students to come, then they will come. And so I'd like you to think to yourself how you as talent activities leaders can bring people to these activities. And to do this, I'd like you to look back at this past semesters. So what things have worked in the past semesters with bringing people to workshops?
Booths.
The booths?
Yes. I've noticed that Humor Code does a really good job at their shows because they are at the booths almost every single day leading up to their show.
And they walk around the crossroads as well.
Mm-hmm.
Like they have like this T-Rex costume that like people walk around
That's right.
in. So like they do something that's they have the booths, but then they also have like something that stands out. They do something that stands out from
I like
the
that.
crowd.
Yeah. It's very unique seeing a T-Rex running around campus.
You know.
So people remember that. And I like that you said that they talk to people. That's word of mouth. Yes. What happened. So how do we want to incorporate these things that worked in future semesters? And what are other ideas that you guys have to incorporate?
I think like booths can only take you so far. Like I feel like they're good, like standard stationary kind of a thing, but I feel like doing something out of the ordinary, you know, like I don't know, having a T-Rex walk around campus, or trying to get to people, you know, through their classes and things like that, that would be interesting instead of just like relying solely on one specific thing. I think spreading it out would be good.
Using different objectives and ways to get people. I like that. Yeah. I was thinking about it, and some things that people said that were helpful was seeing the signs around campus. So if we actually had flyers that we would pass out in the MC to people with the workshops and the times and places, I think that would be helpful. Also holding the workshops in more familiar locations where students, even if they're passing by, they'll want to join because it's open. It's not in a classroom, which is a closed area. Also at the events, if we have signs with the link to the Facebook page, people will be able to have more access to that page and be able to see other events. But the main thing that I wanted to bring back is that memory of college. So when people think back on their memories and what they learned and the skills they developed, they'll think of talent activities and the shows and workshops they went to. And that is a way that students can really cherish their time here at college. And yeah, that was a strong.
Yay!
Sweet.
Good job, Haley.